Keep talking and nobody sandworms.
I was gonna bring a Dune book and then I forgot. So maybe tomorrow.
That's a cool story. I love that story. That story is my favorite Dune book.
It's very short. It's I write it on little coupons and hand them out in the Walmart parking lot after church.
I like how like digestible that Dune story is compared to the rest of the works.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
not as much world building. There's a lot of lore and stuff and a lot of sort of different houses, but I'm just House for God book.
It's like, how much do you gotta walk? Do you walk in a straight line with others, or do you walk in a group? That might be Star Wars, the walking in a straight line thing, but
I think that's Dead Poets Society, actually.
Oh, well.
Is Dead Poet Society a Dune book?
I'm pretty sure it must be.
Is Robin Williams a Dune?
Because
what house is Robin Williams?
There's that whole thing about walking and like, do you walk in rhythm with everyone else? So it's got to be a Dune book, right?
Yeah, no.
So everyone in Dead Poet Society would get eaten by a sandworm, is what you're telling me?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
That's why they
well, thank God they stood on those desks.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, we're there.
Oh, Captain!
Oh, Captain, my sandworm.
Captain Atreides, I mean. Oh no.
There's a bunch of video games that do that kind of thing too, where the sand has the worms in it, like Breath of the Wild has those, where you gotta stand on the rocks so that they can't see you and they hear you. So I assume those are also Dune.
I mean, even Stardew Valley in the dungeons, when you those worms that get you in the
secretly Dune.
Secretly Dune. It's one huge lore.
Yeah.
And you know how this works. So we got sandworms, and they make holes, and they make warp holes through the different places, and they were connecting together all of the Dune-like fantasies that we've decided are Dune now, and it's just one big Dune metaverse.
Just tunneling between the spheres.
Yeah, and that's how the Mass Effect relays work.
And you know what? You can't spell Sandstorm by Darude without Dune.
It's true.
Yep.
Checkmate,
right
atheists.
You also can't spell dude without Dune.
That's very true.
Or nude.
Or nude.
Yeah.
The nude Dunes are
Send
very
Dunes.
special. Beej told me the other day, because I have mentioned that there was ice skating in Dune to tease what was going on while he was gone, and he was like, well, actually there is water at like the North Pole ice cap something, so which it may or may not be the words he said. It was a long time ago before I went to bed.
But if he agrees, it's canon, right?
Yeah, he agrees.
Good. I'm glad that he understands the real lore
of spiders,
like us. You know,
are they? Do we call them sand spiders if they're on Dune? It's like sandworm. Like, is everything just sand something?
Sandrachnids.
Sandrachnids. Ooh.
Arachnidoons.
That sounds like an arachnid that's gonna sand down your shoes.
Arrakis is the name of the planet. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
So that's just where the word arachnid comes from.
Yeah.
It's from Arrakis.
Good point.
Yeah.
That's
There we go. Checkmate linguists.
The home of spiders in sand.
Yeah.
The origin of the spider species.
They're gigantic though, because they have to make a web big enough to catch the sandworm. So you really don't want to.
Yeah, you think the scary thing on Arrakis is the sandworms, but you've never met the sand spider.
Do you think they invented the sandwich on the sand planet?
The sandwich is a person on Arrakis, I think.
Yeah, it's like the little sister of Paul is a sandwich, right?
Yeah. And the food she eats, her favorite
food,
food.
whatever her name is.
Is Lady Jessica technically a sandwich now?
I think she's an imported sandwich.
Right.
Like, I think she just started off as a witch, but then she showed up on Arrakis and added the sand part, and so now she's like imported sandwich.
Where was she imported from?
From Caladan.
Harkonians. The Harkonian planet.
She was from Bob Balaban, where the House Atreides comes from. The planet Bob Balaban. I think that's...
Yeah, no, I think that's right.
I was hoping it would be something that had like another food word in it, so we could make it that kind of sandwich. But...
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
We're talking about sandwiches.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
We didn't do, we forgot what to do. We just started talking about sandwiches.